Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Stogie Geeks Show. Our smoke of the week is the LFD Oro, the chisel version. We're going to be talking about the top 5 box-worthy cigars that are regular production. So tune in for all that and more here on this edition of the Stogie Geeks Show. We got some fine high-tech equipment here on the Stogie Geeks Show. No, no, I can't.
You got
hear
a beautiful
anything.
camera that's not working up there.
Yeah, beautiful camera that's not working. I gotta jiggle the cable to get Stogie Santa's headphones working. He still can't hear us. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. Mr. Tim Margarini
there
is
we
here
go.
in
Lemon.
studio for
Hey!
episode 43.
Hey.
How's
Welcome,
everybody doing?
Tim, to the show
Thank you. Glad to be here. Down in Rhode Island, I might add.
here
All the
in
way
Rhode
down.
Island.
Yeah,
My favorite state.
I need a lighter.
right here.
Stogie Santa's here in the house. Welcome, Stogie Santa.
Good evening, everybody.
Audio-visual expert Steve is here joining us, trying to make things happen. We made some changes. Don't ever make changes to your setup. That's really
Should I
cool.
not
Oh,
have
no.
given him scotch?
There we
Oops.
go.
Yeah,
Sorry.
exactly. You got headphones now?
I got headphones
Okay.
now. I got head. I got phones.
Wow. Trying to get my cigar lit up here. There's so much going on. It's wonderful. I'm very excited about the show. Tim, please tell us about the Stogie of the week.
All right. So we decided to do the La Flor Dominicana Oral Chisel. Obviously, origin is Dominican Republic. This is a Nicaraguan Habano wrapper, Dominican binder and filler. I would characterize the strength as medium full, much like most LFDs. Vitola is a chisel, which is known to come from LFD at 6x54. And I have MSRP around $12, Stogie Santa.
That's correct. $11.99. Who gives a care?
Yep, well, give or take,
Yep.
depending where you are.
This is true.
We just lit up. We're pairing it to start out with a glass of Oban 18-year, which I've actually never found, so bought tonight.
I think it's a nice little mixture here.
It's pairing very well.
Very good.
Very well. I am a little disappointed in the Scotch, but I think it's pairing very well, and let's just go with it and enjoy
Yeah,
it.
I think if that's not a bad idea, I'll go with that.
How's yours, Paul? How you
It's
doing
good. I
over
just
there?
lit mine up. It's very,
Background music.
what's that? Oh, yeah. Sorry. I can kill that. How's that? Is that better?
That's much better now. I can understand you.
Wow.
We'll get the hang of this someday.
It's only been, what, 42, 43 episodes?
I'm just happy to be smoking and drinking.
Yeah.
in the warmth, I might add.
It is
In the
warm.
warmth.
It is warm in
I
here.
told you.
It's 7 degrees outside. It's probably about 80 degrees in here.
I'll take the 80, man, all day long.
I just lit the cigar up. Very pleasant aroma
Mm-hmm.
right out of the gate, which
Yep.
is surprising as these just came in.
Yeah.
Well, about a month ago now, right?
Yeah, just about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
3-4 weeks ago.
So
Excuse me, please.
pleasantly surprised as to how good it was when I first lit it up. Glad to be smoking this one. I had I think this one the Stogie Santa just gave me. I had another one. I know I had a couple of these floating around. Hold up the tube.
I got the
I'm
tube right
gonna
here.
take these tubes. I'm gonna
Two balls.
these tubos. And I'm gonna sell them or something. They're just
Very nice
very
presentation.
very pretty.
Yeah.
You got gold tube.
Can we sell these as gold? Can we trade these in for gold?
Gold and black band against a nice, I would say milk chocolate colored wrapper.
Well, you know how they tell it's real. You just bite it. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, try to light it.
Yeah, try and light the tube. That'd be awesome.
But
I don't know what
I'm
happened with
enjoying it.
Google Plus. There's no one in our Google Plus hangout.
Can't figure out how to get in, man.
I don't know. Maybe all I did was create a hangout. I set it to public.
I never got an email.
I did the same way I did for the last show.
Boy, oh boy.
All kinds of technical problems we got
We
going on.
do
over
have
here.
people in our chat room, though.
We do have
on
people in the
Ustream.
Ustream chat room. Hello, Ustream.
We have,
Peeps.
Big Pete. We have
Big Pete,
Martin
Martin,
M, ATL.
ATL, Stogie Geeks
and-
Tim.
Yeah, that's me. Martin wants you to invite him.
I did. I invited all
I
people.
think he did, dude. And
I'll invite everyone again. I did. I did.
Maybe we should let the intern figure it out.
What is enable Hangouts on air? You're not
You
able
probably
to
have
invite
better luck,
to
man.
your Hangout. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We'll give it to the expert Steve. Maybe we need to recreate the Hangout. I don't know. Okay. Tim, you are up first with our smokes of the week.
All right, let me pull it up.
It's right behind you, but then you'd have to turn around.
I'd have to turn around. Yeah. So, first one on my list, another LFD, actually. This is the La Flor Dominicana Reserva Especial Maduro El Jaco.
Yes. That's a mouthful.
Have we talked about this before?
No.
Yes.
I feel like we have.
We have.
We went. Okay.
I think we did.
We have.
I think I smoked one.
But it was the natural. I
Uh,
smoked the natural. I've never smoked the Maduro.
The natural was flat. I didn't like the natural at all.
I enjoyed the natural.
Did you?
I think I enjoyed the Maduro slightly better. Again, this is an Ecuadorian Maduro wrapper, binder, Nicaraguan filler, piloto cubano. The El Jaco is a perfecto at 4.5 by 32/54. That is 32 at the narrowest point, 54 at the widest. I actually reviewed the Robusto in the natural wrapper, and a link to it here in the notes. I found this perfecto at the local shop, believe it or not, for 50% off. So I think I paid $3 and something cents for it.
What a bargain.
As
It's a bargain.
As soon as I saw them, I grabbed them. I said, nice balance, a fair amount of strength, perfect performance.
Different person.
It warmed me up on a cold winter's night. I did like the Maduro slightly better than the natural. I think it has more flavor. I said a $5 at MSRP, but at 50% off, buy every single last one in that box.
Oh yeah.
Because that's a steal. Great smoke for that
Absolutely.
price. So, how you doing over there, Paul? You quiet?
I got a lot of things going on. I'm
I
sorry.
know.
I-
You want me to go again, dude?
You
Yeah,
want
too
to
much
start this
stuff.
all? Want to start this all over?
No,
again?
I don't want to start it all over. Pipe it
Okay.
down over there,
All
Stogie
right,
Santa.
all right.
Oliva Master Blends the Robusto.
I'm curious.
So the first third of this cigar is straight. Did you have some tobacco in your mouth, or were you poo-pooing my choice?
Initially, I had tobacco in my mouth, and then I poo-pooed your
Okay.
Master
Just-
Blends.
wait,
I hate that cigar.
Wait.
Just checking.
I do not like that
Let's do
cigar.
it together. Right, 1, 2, 3.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
People love that smoke. Go ahead, Paul. I'm sorry. I took you.
Well, I was listening to another show, the Canine Lookout Show, which unfortunately is no more.
Yes, unfortunately.
What, the canine?
They were asked to choose smokes that they would bring on a deserted island if they could only choose two, right? Someone said one of these. It was Dale that said, "Do you leave a Master Blends 3?"
The number 1 was really good. But
Yeah.
3 is.
Yeah.
far
So
removed.
the first third is strange. It's nothing exceptional. It doesn't really taste like anything. It's not bad. It's just tastes like any other cigar, really. The second third, it kicks into high gear and just doesn't let go. It's a wonderful rush of flavors that come out: espresso, sweet cocoa, all the way to the end. If you can make it through that first third, which you probably didn't, you probably smoked through the first, like not even for halfway through the first third, and said, "Screw this! I'm pitching it. I'm going to light up one of my Padrones." Wah, wah, wah. So you're in for a treat if you can hang in there with it. You're laughing because you know it's true. The size of 5x50 Connecticut sun-grown broadleaf wrapper, Nicaraguan Habano binder, in a Nicaraguan Lajero filler. It's about 1.5 hour smoking time, with the MSRP being $9.40.
1.5 hours. Mine was like 17 minutes.
70, because that's what I said. You made it through the first inch. You pitched it.
I have to agree with you, man. I've never been a fan of the smoke.
So there was a review that was posted out there that said the Master Blends 3 hits its stride in the second third. The sweet, smoky spice, aromatic leafy cedar became the dominant flavors, with earth playing a superior role. Later on, black coffee and cinnamon. So he had the same experience. It was kind of, after I read the review, I'm like, oh, that was pretty much what I experienced as well. You get a little more in depth into the flavors. Tim's on the Google Plus creating Echo. It's awesome. It's awesome.
More.
But yeah, so I like these. I said split a box with a friend. I got these really cheap on auction. I paid like $5 a piece for them.
That's
so, yeah, I was happy with my purchase. Echo.
Yeah.
Echo.
I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. All right.
Okay.
Good.
Tim, back to you.
All right.
Oh no, Stogie Santa, did you smoke anything interesting this week?
Yeah, I smoked the AKA, also in the I don't know if you've American Kick-Ass cigar. It's for the one Wounded Warrior situation. Some
Okay.
yeah. Send your money there. Don't smoke the cigar. It was
It was not good.
Not
You
good.
didn't enjoy it. Is
No,
what you're
it's
saying.
not. It's not. It's an angler at best.
I see.
It's
I see.
flat to me. And I mean,
Do you find that as you smoke more cigars, that more cigars end up in your angler bucket as you develop more of a palate?
no, I just maybe my profile is a little bit more less tolerant than most.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and when you get my age, you just haven't got the patience to smoke.
There's not a lot of time left in your life to enjoy
This is
cigars.
true.
So
Wow. Ouch.
No, it's not that. It's just that you haven't got the time to play around. You know what I mean? It was, like I said, it had a nice little spice to it, you know, a little strength, Lajero to it, or something. But I just found that I went I just couldn't go anymore. I mean, all bravo to them that what they're doing with the
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
First of all, up front, very serious. Good for them. But the cigar to me just fell flat. It was something I really. And by the way, it was Steve Drew that sent it up, and kudos to him. Again, I think it's an English. You try one. It's only one, so like anything else, we've had all of us experience where 2 out of 3, or if Mark was here, 3 out of 4 would say, "Oh, that was really good." It could be you, Mark, or would say,
Yeah, yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
I
Somebody
didn't
didn't like
get
it.
it. I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
get
I
it."
didn't get
So I would definitely revisit it again.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Tim, back to you. Aging room Havao Cannon?
Thank you for pronouncing that. Yeah, so another stick that I have not tried. I didn't even know they made a Connecticut, to be quite honest with you.
I just found that out tonight. That's something
Yeah.
you told me.
Came across this at a local liquor store. They were $4 a stick. I said, what the heck? I'll grab
Why
one.
not, right?
And that's why I have no description here on it. A really pleasant Connecticut. Nothing that's going to wow you, but it can hold its own against any other, Connecticut shade out there. I enjoyed it. I said box split, especially at that price. I actually went back to buy the rest of the box at $4 a stick, and somebody beat me to it. They bought every single last one that was sitting there.
I mean, we're aging, that's not surprising.
Yeah, very smooth stick. Again, didn't wow me, but a nice stick that you don't have to think about. You can sit down and enjoy with a cup of coffee. Very good.
Excellent, excellent. Want to take a moment to recognize our sponsors. You like how I transition into that? We're doing it differently
it's
now.
just like we put the horse before the cart.
It's so-
or cart
it's
It's
before
going
the
way
horse.
too smoothly. Let me turn on the off my mute button.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we play the music all over again, start all over again. Jeez.
Ocean State Cigars. You can find them on the web, oceanstatecigars.com. Makers of the J. Grotto series of cigars. They make Connecticut's. They make the Grotto series. They make Reserva line is fantastic. The Lancero, which happens to be one of my personal favorites, which is a limited edition.
Right.
Fantastic cigar. You can buy those in boxes at 10. They're reasonably priced, between $8 and $10, depending on where you buy them with
$7.99, right.
taxes.
Yeah, taxes again.
Yeah. So check them out on the web. You can find them at retailers all across the country.
OceanStateCigars.com.
We'll give you the listing. So please do go check them out. If you're in the Rhode Island area, swing by Joyle's and meet Mr. Paul Joyle himself and
yeah.
talk to the man that helped blend them as well. And Stogie said you had a hand in blending some of the
Yes, I
cigars
did.
there too. So
Come see us.
yes. Okay, on to my list. Stogie Sam's just looking at me like,
No, I
do
wanna-
it better, Paul. Do it better.
I
It's
mean,
like my
just
wife.
More
It's
timely.
like-
It's just like. This is
I'm
terrible.
not doing it right, Steve. That's I hear
Push
enough
harder,
of that bed.
push harder.
The Tatawahe Anarchy Apocalypse.
Thanks.
Now, this was a gift from Stephen Drew.
Drew, right.
Stephen Drew, thank
Yeah.
you so much
Yeah.
because, wow, this is the Tatawahe that I know and love. It's truly complex, just the right amount of spice, some awesome flavors that, I don't know, that Tatawahe profile, whatever that means, right? It got nice and toasty at the end. It's one of my
Really?
favorite tats that come out in quite some time. This is a Connecticut broadleaf Nicaraguan binder and filler. It's a 5 1/4 inch by 48 to 52 ring gauge figurado. They come in boxes of 15. They're about $9 a stick, and this was released late last year.
I'm surprised because you didn't like the original Apocalypse.
No, I didn't
Original
either.
Anarchy.
The original, this was nothing like the original.
Really?
Anarchy.
So I was going to let my rest a little bit more. So we'll have to.
Yeah,
smoke
you
this
gave me
up.
one tonight, so I'm looking
Right.
forward to it.
Oh,
now.
I didn't. That's again. That's not from me. That's from Steve. Everyone.
Thank
he
you,
gave
Steve.
to
I really
everybody
liked
for
it.
Stogie Geeks crew.
I thought it was awesome.
A big
Thank you,
follower,
Stephen
and
Drew.
Steve Drew is number one.
I want to get more of
And
these.
those are an exclusive to Smoke In. So
Smoke In.
You can get them still
Yeah,
at smokein.com.
exactly.
They are box worthy, in my opinion. 50% flat tire says, however, it doesn't do much to push the boundaries or show a new side of the brand, which leaves it as a very good but not game changing smoke. My comment to that was your expectations watch too much Cheech and Chong.
Oh boy.
So,
Okay.
All right.
all right.
So, same place I found the aging room, Connecticut. I also found some small batch M356s. This time I grabbed a Perfecto, which I've never tried before. This is Dominican Habano wrapper, Dominican binder and filler, and the Perfecto is 5 7/8 by 40/56. Thought I'd give the Perfecto a go. Great flavors and performance, although I did think the profile seemed a little bit more muted in this Vitola. I've smoked the Robusto, I believe, in the past, which I enjoyed a little bit more. But I said certainly a fiver. I enjoyed the smoke, but I would reach for the Robusto any day over this one, personally. So,
Excellent.
have you guys done the Perfecto in the M356? Yeah, I think the
No.
Robusto is better.
Oh, I've never had the Perfecto, so I can't say.
Yeah.
But the Robusto was good.
But
Yes.
again, picked them up for about $5 a stick, so I'm going to go with it. So,
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want to come back to the LFD Oro Chisel.
Yep.
We're all smoking the Chisel, correct?
Yep.
Correcto Mundo.
So, yeah, what is it with this Chisel thing? Is this is we talked about it before. I don't know how much in detail, but the Chisel end of it, right, is what they're referring to when they say Chisel. There's different ways to cut it, right? We've talked about taking a punch and punching a hole in the top. You can take a
off
punch
center on the bottom.
on the bottom.
You're
You can
right.
punch the bottom and the top.
Right.
You
Yep.
can do a V cut into the end of the chisel.
Right.
You can just cut the whole thing. Like I think all of us cut the whole thing. Just
I
clipped
did
it.
a straight cut. I
Straight
just
cut.
cut about an
Just
eighth of an
very-
inch
not
off.
Half
Yep.
inch off.
I did a straight cut. I'm happy with it. It's smoking good.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's tasting pretty good.
The first thing, the most prominent thing I got off this was spice.
hmm
Now get into a little pepper.
I would call it more of a pepper, absolutely.
Yep.
It has some woody undertones. The one I smoked early in the week seems stronger, but then again, I wasn't drinking 18-year-old Oban at the time. So,
Well, no, what it's happening? It's a great point. Great point. This is what I expected out of the cigar. It's starting to balance out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my third one, and
You've been digging into these, huh?
not. I like to watch the progression of a cigar. Like the small batch number 3.
Yep.
And when that came in,
Yeah.
same thing. Everything was strength up front.
Yep.
And then about halfway through, you say, "Oh, I got that woodsy note. And I got this." Now, just like you said, it took me probably down more than another inch or two to get that wood.
Yep.
Now look at it. We're talking what, a half inch, 3/4
Yep.
inch. So
Yep.
as this gets older, it's just gonna. We may lose that little bit of strength.
We've
but
said it
it's
before.
melding.
You gotta revisit, and I think we're gonna do more of that. We're gonna do a lot of what we call redos, right?
Yep. Absolutely. It's a lot of
Over
fun,
the
too.
lifetime. Yeah, over
Redux?
the lifetime. Redux.
No, read
Over the. That's like cachet.
I've used that
Over
joke
the
before.
lifetime of the cigar, you got to go to smoke it at various points until you have none left.
Oh,
So,
that's what I did. That's one of my smokes I did this week. Another one of my personal favorites out of Illusion is the Box Press Ultra number 4, which happens to be probably my favorite smoke next to the original Singular. Oh, that thing is smoking awesome.
Nice.
Awesome.
Now, I do have
bananas.
one complaint. Now, while the performance is great on the smoke, mine is flaking all over the place. Or is it just the fan behind me?
No,
you
there's
guys
no
are fine.
fan. There's no fan blowing on you.
And the first one I smoked did not do that, but this thing is literally flaking.
I was going to comment that it's burning very slowly for me.
I know like
It's
that.
not necessarily a bad thing, though.
No,
Very
not a
slowly, yeah.
Not a bad thing.
As long as it's drawing right.
Tell you what's not a bad thing is a Partagas Series P Torpedo. This is a Cuban Puro,
Yep.
and it was absolutely fantastic breakfast smoke. Now, this had an unknown amount of age on it. It was given to me by Mark Jr. It had this sweet flavor coupled with like almost a citrus, some cedar. It was complex and just a treat to smoke with a cup of coffee. I wasn't a huge fan of these when I smoked them in the past, but with age, whatever year this came from, or maybe just the age on the cigar,
There you go.
made it box worthy. Made it box worthy, hands
Isn't
down.
that amazing how that's where I think listeners should really have some fun with it was when you do these box purchases. Turn around, smoke the cigar, and as young as it may happen to be at your B&M or if you're doing an auction or whatever you're doing, and then revisit it like 3 weeks later.
Yeah, I did that with the Master Blends 3. I really liked them at one point. They smoked great for me all the way through. I smoked another one. I was like, wow, that's really sucky. And then the one that I smoked recently was just the first that was kind of sucky.
Oh, that
So,
Master Blend one just.
I've never had a Master Blend 1. I heard those are kind of aging out.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I haven't had it in a while. You talk about. I can understand when someone said, "Well, I wouldn't say a deserted island, but maybe half." But anyway,
Yeah, yeah, half a
it's
box for
half
the
a-
deserted island.
Yeah.
I see. Tim, back to you.
All right. Sorry, I was chatting in the chat room.
No chatting. That's it. Can't you?
Can't multitask, you know.
All
Can't
this
multitask.
technology.
Yeah, I
So,
tell ya.
speaking of redos,
Bingo. Yes, I love that.
Oh,
I did a redo of the EP Carrillo Short Run New Wave Connecticut Invictos.
Yes.
Which is the Toro, I believe.
Mhm.
Yep.
Ecuador, Connecticut, Wrapper Binder, Connecticut Broadleaf, Filler, Nicaraguan, and Dominican. This is a 5 and 7/8 by 52 Toro. Stogie Santa, you gifted me the stick. Thank you.
Yeah.
And you told me the box when you opened it was covered in plume, and
Yeah.
this one had plume on it
Yeah.
too. With only 9 months of age, I
Yeah.
might add,
Yeah.
which is pretty amazing. Smoke is aging very nicely. There's
Isn't
still
it? Oh.
a fair amount of flavor there. Pepper from that broadleaf binder. The extra time did not sacrifice any of the sweetness from the wrapper. Performance was A+. Enjoyed every second of it. Nubbed it. I think time will still continue to improve it. I still say box worthy, and I think it's one of the most unique releases of 2012.
Yeah.
sometimes I hesitate to compare cigars to each other. I was listening to a conversation the other day, and someone was saying how much they love the Diamond Crown, regular Diamond Crown line.
Really? Okay.
Right? As a nice light cigar. And all I could think of was this stick. And how just amazing this... I mean, it's somewhat mild, right? I mean, it's
mild
not...
in strength, but I think
Yeah,
flavor is more
full
towards the
flavor.
medium.
Full flavor,
Yeah.
but mild in strength. And
Yeah, I
this is
wouldn't
the
say-
cigar that came to mind because
Yeah.
you had gifted me the very same stick.
Yeah.
And I smoked it. And I thought it was friggin' awesome.
Yep.
But then I also thought about as kind of another route of comparison would be the regular Connecticut's, not the new wave, right? The regular new waves,
Yeah,
not
right.
the short run new
Right.
waves. The regular EP Carrillo
New Wave.
new waves. Which for me, I think the thing that took me back from that was their construction was a
Was
little
not-
inconsistent.
I got to agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I wasn't good. I'll tell you one thing, and while we're on Ernesto kick here, they're going to be gone. I'll tell you what. There's some at the store, and they're coming home with me. Is the Doc Rituals? Oh,
They're almost gone too. huh?
Yeah, they're gone.
You don't have any of those.
Don't
anymore.
have any of those anymore.
Yeah.
That cigar, you talk. I'll tell you that thing is just. It's at its peak right now. There's no doubt about it. It's just everything he does. But I'm glad you like that. That Bartola is really the Exquisito, the little Corona, was one of my favorites. And then I said when we ran out of that, that's when I started up on that Toro. And I'll tell you what, phenomenal release. And like I said, the Connecticut Broadleaf, the wrapper on that, I mean the binder on that, is just unbelievable. It really is. Okay, Paul.
Yes, back
Let's
to
go.
me. Paul Gamarian Symphony Bombone Extra. I mean, the stick is too short. It's 4 and well, I got it right here, 3.5 by 46. You can pick up some of those great flavors that this blend introduces. But to me, this just stick is not worth the money. It's like $8
Right.
for this.
It's a good smoke. It took me a good 45 minutes to smoke it. I
Yeah.
smoke
Smoke it
slow.
slow.
It's
I
just
smoke it slow. though.
It's-
That's right.
It was still just too short for me.
See,
I agree on the
No.
price point, but
See, I think what you probably did with that cigar, to be honest with you, you smoke it fast. You're missing something on it. You really are.
yeah, I agree.
You
No,
really
I did.
do.
I did get some of those flavors that you get from this blend, which I do enjoy. To me, you spend $18 on the Salamone and smoking
I
on special
agree.
occasions.
I mean,
you know,
I because of the price. If price is no issue, I guess you would like them, but it depends on what time period you're looking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You-
I mean-
a ride to work or something, or
yeah.
whatever,
to me,
or-
but it didn't even. It wasn't that outstanding of a cigar.
It did.
Well, if it was my ride to work, I could smoke the Salamone because I got
Yeah,
2
you
hour
could,
commute.
yeah.
So
this is true, depending where you're riding. No,
I mean, I'd rather buy 4 of those Fuente Exquisitos instead. That
Oh,
was my
yeah.
point.
yeah, that's the next one on your list. You wanted to transition there?
Yeah.
Since you're more than me.
So I smoked this one, and this is one of the smallest cigars I think I've ever had. It's 4.5 by 33.
Short
um,
Panatella.
Yeah, I went outside. No electric blankie, mind you.
Okay.
And I really enjoy this with a glass of bourbon. It had a very nice balance of sweetness, perfect for those cold winter nights. You can get these for $2 a stick. They come in boxes of 50, and it just poured sweetness from the Cameroon wrapper.
I've probably smoked a half a box of these this winter alone. I love these things.
Yeah.
Great representation of Cameroon. I'm glad you smoked it. You enjoyed it. 'Cause
Nice
I think
sweetness to
they're
it, isn't
fantastic.
it?
Yeah, absolutely. Love that smoke.
And the Maduro's nothing to shake a stick at either.
Not
I
at
have
all.
not smoked the
But
Maduro yet.
I know I still prefer the natural.
I prefer the natural too, to be quite honest with you. but the Maduro is quite
It
delicious.
doesn't have that sweetness that natural does
Yeah.
at all.
So I think the last one
Okay.
on my list, one I picked up in the 50% off bin actually, the La Aurora Sublimes. This comes in a tubo. Wrapper is Cameroon, Dominican Republic, binder and filler. I call this a short panatella at 5 by 38. Picked them up at the local 50% off bin at the local shop. Paid less than $4 in Massachusetts, which is not bad. It's a not bad little smoke. Very, very mild. Not quite as much as that Cameroon spice as I expected from La Aurora. But at the price, I could smoke these while hanging out. And I said the Angler.
Okay.
I said, not a bad smoke, but I'd smoke it while hanging around the yard. So,
Nice.
never tried these before. You guys tried these?
I
No.
have not. I've never heard of them before.
Yeah, it's all right.
I want to. I want to give those a shot. Actually, sounds like a good breakfast smoke.
Next time I'm in the local shop, I'll grab some. There's still a ton of them in there. So,
Nice.
Oh yeah.
This is the last one in my list. This is the Romeo and Julieta Exhibition number 4 from 2004. Holy crap! This might be one of the best cigars, Cuban cigars I've had in quite some time.
that's good to hear because they're still available online.
I couldn't
You
believe
smoked
how.
it, right?
No, we're going to do it this week, but you guys
Yeah,
smoked
we
it
were
last
gonna,
week.
we were gonna do it this week, but you and I smoked it after the show last week because we couldn't wait.
We were supposed to do it last week, but I couldn't come down because
Yeah,
I cracked my
yeah.
car
Oh,
up, man.
that's right. That's okay. I got you.
Sorry, it's an age thing. It's cool.
Yeah, no.
And it was. I tell you, it was well balanced. The sweetness that came off it was just so prominent in the flavor department. This is the time to smoke these. I think. I don't think you should
Oh, no,
wait.
no.
I think you should smoke.
So, is
hit
that-
these hard right now.
Is that okay review of this stick? And then is that little line after that? Is that pertaining to the
Hey,
stick or to me?
Well, both.
Okay,
I said
all right.
age plays a huge factor in this cigar. I gave it a 4.5. By far my smoke of the week. Fight Chuck Norris for them.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Nice.
That's
That's a good
Stogie's
review.
favorite. I mean,
Yeah.
I love that.
Those-
That thing is from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And it picks up with a little bit of intensity and strength.
And
at
you know,
the
one
end.
of the review of this cigar was not of an aged one, and said that it packed quite a punch for a Cuban cigar. And
So
I,
with the age,
that-
well, how would you rate the strength on it?
It's
medium going towards the full.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Because
got
the
some kick
last
to it.
the last 1.5 to 2 inches on that cigar, I found that picked up. It really did. That's the most noticeable thing I found on the finish on that. That finish was I was burning my fingernails on that thing.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah,
Oh my God.
it was good stuff.
It is. That's what I love about a cigar is that finish.
Excellent. All right, with that, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back and we're going to talk about our box-worthy. So we took some of our box-worthy rated cigars, and we tried to come up with a top 5 list of ones that we feel you should have in your humidor that are regular production.
All right. Are we also pulling the winner tonight?
We're going to pull the winner for the Oliva V Maduro Special box, actually.
All right.
Yes.
We have a lot of submissions for that. A lot.
We did. So we're going to do that winner in the next segment.
Wow.
So stay tuned for more of the Stogie Geek Show.
Boom.